All right, ready to dive into the world of gear machining. We're talking interview prep today, how to really wow them and land that dream job.
We're going deep beyond just the surface answers. Think of it like we're machining those perfect responses together.
I like that.
Yeah.
We've got some killer sample questions lined up, some insider career tips you won't find just anywhere, and yeah, we'll even show you how RoleCatcher can give you that extra edge.
It's about understanding what those questions are really asking and then how to showcase your passion and skills.
Love it. Okay, first one up, it's a classic. What drew you to become a gear machinist? Sounds simple enough, but what are they really looking for here?
I want that spark. Anyone can say I like machines, right? But what's your story? What makes you tick? Did you take apart clocks as a kid? Were you fascinated by gears?
So instead of just saying, I enjoy working with my hands, which, isn't bad.
It's a start, but
Exactly. You could say something like, ever since I was a kid, I was messing around with old radios, just fascinated by how those gears made it all work. That curiosity got me into machining. I love the precision, the skill it takes.
now you're painting a picture. You've shown them your journey. And remember how the career guide talked about showing your passion? This is where you do it.
Okay, you nailed that one. Now they hit you with, what are the primary responsibilities of a gear machinist? Feels like they're just making you recite the job description back to them.
In a way, they are, but it's more than that. It's about showing you've done your homework, you understand what this job is day in, day out. Don't just rattle off a list.
Right. They need to know you can handle it, the tools, the environment, the whole 9 yards.
Exactly.
So instead of just operating machines, you could say, I'll be setting up and operating all kinds of machines, lathes, milling machines, grinders, the works to make gears that meet those exact specifications.
Good.
And of course, safety is key. A safe, organized workspace is always a priority.
Now you're speaking their language. You get the tools, the need for precision, and that nod to safety. Smart move.
Safety first, always.
Yeah.
Okay, here's one that's more and more common. What experience do you have with CNC machines?
This is big. CNC machining is everywhere now. Even if you don't have tons of experience, show them you're eager to learn.
Our career guide actually says those automation skills are essential for moving up in this field.
Exactly. So if you've got the experience, describe the machines you've used, the software, show off those complex projects you've tackled.
And if you're a bit green,
Highlight what you do have. Maybe it's CAD software, or maybe you're just a quick learner when it comes to new tech. Show them you're adaptable.
it's about being ready for what's next, not stuck in the past. Okay, getting specific now. What is your experience with gear inspection equipment?
Very specific. They want to see if you understand quality control. You can build it, but can you make sure it's perfect?
So we're talking micrometers, calipers, maybe even those fancy coordinate measuring machines.
Yes. But don't just list them off. Explain how you use them. Talk about visual checks, making sure the dimensions are spot on. Show them you're detail-oriented.
Because in this field, precision is everything. Okay, let's say they're impressed with your inspection skills. Next up, can you describe your experience with gear cutting tools? Now we're getting into the nitty-gritty.
This is where you shine. Hobs, shaper cutters, broaches. Each one's got a purpose.
It's amazing how many different tools there are just for gears.
And a good machinist knows exactly which one's right for the job. So don't just name-drop explain why you'd choose one tool over another. Talk about the material, the finish you're going for.
Show them you're not just operating a machine, you're mastering it.
Exactly. It's that deeper understanding they're looking for.
Man, this deep dive is already packed with info.
Yeah.
Okay, on to the next challenge. How do you ensure the quality of the final product?
This quality control thing keeps coming up.
And for good reason. One bad gear can have huge consequences, especially in aerospace or automotive. They need to know you're obsessed with quality. So I'd want to really emphasize my attention to detail here. Maybe talk about my process for double-checking everything, using those gauges and inspection tools every step of the way.
Perfect. Mention things like statistical process control, quality management systems, anything like that you've used before. And don't be afraid to talk about learning from mistakes. Everyone makes them.
It's how you bounce back, right?
Okay.
Next up, and this one feels like a test. Can you describe a time when you had to troubleshoot a problem with a machine? It sounds like they want to see how you handle pressure.
Exactly. Machines break down. It happens. They want to know you can think on your feet, solve problems.
So this is where I'd share a specific example. Like that time the machine went haywire, and I had to figure out what was wrong and how to fix it.
Yes. Walk them through it. What clues did you use to diagnose the issue? Did you check the manuals, talk to other machinists, rely on your own experience? And here's a key thing, emphasize clear communication.
You mean like if I had to explain the problem to my supervisor, or if there was a maintenance log I needed to update?
Exactly, showing them you can not only solve the problem, but also communicate about it clearly. That's gold.
Makes you a valuable team player. All right, we've covered some serious ground here. How about we take a quick break and come back for more of these interview insights?
Back for more. Ready to tackle the next round of questions.
Yeah. Hit me with your best shot. Let's do this.
All right, let's talk about staying ahead of the game. Question number 8. How do you stay up to date with the latest developments in gear machining?
Good one. It's like you wouldn't want a doctor who's stuck in the Stone Ages.
Exactly. This field is constantly evolving. New tech, new techniques, new materials all the time. They want to know you're in it for the long haul, always looking to improve.
So how do you actually show them that?
Yeah.
Is it as simple as saying, I like to read?
You got to be more specific. Think about industry magazines,
Yeah.
like Modern Machine Shop or Gear Technology. Have you been to any trade shows? IMTS, stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, those are great. And don't forget about online resources. There are tons of forums, webinars, online courses, heck, even YouTube channels dedicated to machining nowadays.
Absolutely. The point is, show them you're proactive, engaged. You want to learn, you're not standing still. That tells them a lot.
It's like you're not just clocking in and clocking out, you're really invested. Okay, question number 9. Can you describe a time when you had to train or mentor a junior team member?
Ah, the mentorship question. This one's about leadership. Can you share what, help others grow, be a team player?
Even if I haven't had like a formal training role, I can still talk about a time I helped a coworker, right?
Absolutely. Think about it. When did you explain something to someone newer? Help them troubleshoot, maybe just gave them some encouragement? Doesn't have to be some big heroic thing.
It's those little moments, right, when you realize you've become the go-to person. Feels good. What should I focus on when I'm describing that experience?
Your approach. Did you use diagrams, hands-on stuff, break a complicated process down into smaller steps? And don't forget about patience. Being clear, being positive.
Creating that positive learning environment, that's huge. All right, final question for this deep dive, and it's a big one. How do you prioritize and manage your workload?
Prioritization. Important in any job, but especially in this one. Precision, deadlines, it all matters.
Can't have those gears for a wind turbine showing up a week late.
Exactly. They want to know you can juggle, you can handle multiple projects, and still hit those deadlines without compromising on quality.
Okay, so how do I prove I'm a master of organization?
Tell them about your system, planner, to-do list app. Maybe you're a whiteboard with sticky notes kind of person. Whatever works, the point is, you have a system. You track things, you stay on top of it.
It's about showing them you're reliable. You get things done.
And don't be afraid to say that you're always open to new ways of doing things, better ways. That shows you're always learning, always improving.
Makes sense. Okay, so we just tackled 10 tough interview questions. Before we move on to the actual career path, how about a little secret weapon? Let's talk RoleCatcher.
RoleCatcher. It's like having an ace up your sleeve during your job hunt. It's not just about finding jobs. It's about understanding how to stand out from everyone else.
And one of the best parts is that AI feedback on interview answers right.
Spot on. You can actually practice your answers to these very questions. RoleCatcher analyzes them, gives you tailored feedback, things to tweak, areas to improve, like having a personal coach right in your pocket.
No way. So it's not about memorizing. It's about making your answers really stand out, tailored to that specific job, that company.
You got it. And the best part, no more guessing games. You get insights into what those hiring managers really want so you can walk in confident, prepared, and authentically you.
You're not just hoping for the best. You're setting yourself up to win. This is huge.
And guess what? You can try it out for free. We'll give you all the details later, but for now, let's shift gears a bit and talk about the career path itself. All right, let's map out that career journey. You crushed the interview, got the job, congrats. But what's next? Where do you go from there as a gear machinist?
Yeah, it's like you've reached the first peak, but now you see the whole mountain range ahead. What paths are out there?
That's where our career guide comes in again. Lays out those typical stages from starting out to becoming a seasoned pro.
So you begin as an entry-level gear machinist, right? Really mastering the fundamentals, reading blueprints, running those basic machines, understanding the different materials you work with.
Exactly, building that strong foundation. Can't build a skyscraper on sand, right? You've got to have that solid base.
Then, as you get more experience, more confident, You move up to like a junior machinist role,
Yeah.
taking over responsibility, maybe even specializing in a certain kind of gear, a certain process.
Exactly. You're honing your craft, finding your niche. Maybe you realize you love CNC programming, or you're a whiz at precision grinding. There's so much out there.
And then the summit, senior gear machinist, leading teams, figuring out how to make things even better, mentoring the next generation, sharing all that hard-won wisdom.
It's a journey for sure. Takes passion, dedication, always wanting to learn and grow. But the rewards, both personal and, in your career, they're huge.
It's about more than just a paycheck. It's building something, being part of something bigger. And hey, those gears you're making, they really do make the world go round.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And hey, remember our friend, RoleCatcher. It's not just for landing that first job. It can be with you throughout your entire career.
Oh, right. So it's like for managing your career, too.
You got it. As you get more experience thinking about what's next, RoleCatcher can show you what different jobs pay, connect you with the right people. It even helps you figure out those skills you have that might apply to different roles.
Like having a career coach and a networking guru all in one.
Exactly. It's all about putting you in the driver's seat, giving you the info and the confidence to make those big career decisions.
This deep dive has been incredible. We've covered so much ground. From what a gear machinist actually does,
Yeah.
to acing those interview questions, to figuring out where you want to go in your career.
We've given you the knowledge, the strategies, even the tools. But at the end of the day, it's about finding that career that lights you up, that lets you make a real difference.
And that's something worth shooting for.
Absolutely. So as we wrap up here, think about this. What mark do you want to leave on the world of machining? What will your legacy be?
We can't wait to see what you achieve. Good luck out there.